Johnny, la gente está muy loca. What the fuck?
It's fucking freezing. Right. Middle of February, Costa del Sol, Spain. And tonight we're going to be cooking Ossobuco, which is an Italian dish. Main ingredient, veal shanks. It's in a stock and white wine sauce. We're going to add a little sieved tomatoes to it. And it's a great winter warmer. So I'm just going to run through the ingredients with you. Here we go. So we start off with veal shanks, salt, pepper, garlic, lemon juice, butter, sieved tomatoes, white wine, chicken or vegetable stock, 1 chopped onion, a couple of grated medium-sized carrots, a little flour for dusting, and of course olive oil. So first thing we're going to do is dust the veal shanks with seasoned flour. My favourite method is plastic bag. I'm going to add some flour to the bag, 3 or 4 tablespoons, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, mix that up and then introduce 1 veal shank at a time. Shake vigorously and we have a perfectly coated veal shank. So I repeat that with each shank. So as you can see, we've now got nicely coated veal shanks with seasoned flour, and we're going to pan fry these over high heat just to seal them till they're brown in a mixture of olive oil and butter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 or 5 tablespoons of olive oil. If the fucking pourer works properly, so I'm going to take the thing off because it's not coming out. So well, maybe 6. It's not critical. And a couple of spoons of butter. As you'll find out as I cook along with Johnny, I'm not very good at measuring things, but just watch what I'm doing and everything will be okay. Butter's fucking cold. It's not melting very well, Rob. Right, I'm going to introduce the veal shanks now. God, that went with a fist, didn't it? Okay, come on, get hot.
Into a really hot pan.
Yeah, I was expecting a bit of a fizz there, but it didn't happen, so let's just wait. Well, give us a fact, mate. This is going to take a few minutes. Cut the cameras. Thank you. Absolutely. I'll have a quick spot of wine as well. As you can see now, the veal shanks are searing nicely. Just going to turn them over, flip them over. Normally turn them a couple of times. Hot heat doesn't mean you're going to burn the bloody things. You just want to like get a nice sort of golden brown to them. They're perfect. So, there you go. Have a look at that. Looking great. Traditionally, the Italians eat the bone marrow. That's all part of this dish, and you need something like a very small teaspoon to get into it. I'm not a great fan of bone marrow, or I haven't been in the past, and I was introduced to this dish in Hong Kong where I lived for a while, and it is absolutely delicious. So I hope you guys back in the UK can actually find veal shanks. It's not easy. In Spain it's easy, England not so easy. So we'll see. I can't really give you an alternative. You know, if you can't find veal shanks, basically you're fucked. You're not going to be able to do the dish. So let's hope, you know, you've got a local butcher who, you know, can find you a bit of veal.
Okay.
So, you know, I've turned them once. They've had about 2 minutes either side, and as you can see, they're nicely browned now. And what I'm going to do now is remove them from the pan and introduce the vegetables, which is basically onions and carrots. So I'm just going to put these on the side. Oh, that one nearly went on the floor. So, it's quite cold tonight actually. So here we go. One medium-sized onion and 2 or 3 medium-sized carrots, or 1 large carrot. Onion finely chopped, carrots grated. Get a bit of a sizzle going on. And saute those over this hot heat for a couple of minutes. Then we'll add the white wine. It smells fantastic. Can you see me?
Just about, mate.
Smoking hot! Okay, so now, as you can see, yeah, carrots, onions, sauteed nicely for a couple of minutes. Let's stick the veal shanks back in, and I'm going to add a glass of white wine, about a third of a bottle, 250 millilitres. So 250 ml white wine. I'm going to keep the lid off of this at the moment because I want to reduce the wine by about half its volume before I add the stock. Okay, we're about 10 minutes in now. The white wine's reduced by at least 50%, so I'm going to add the stock, same quantity as the white wine. You can either use vegetable or chicken. I prefer to use chicken actually, it goes nicely with veal. So add that, and we're going to add some sieved tomatoes as well. Roughly equal quantities. Sieved tomatoes, white wine, and the stock. Okay, there's a little bit left in there, so I guess that's about the same quantity. Mix it all together. It's a fairly rustic dish, so you don't have to be too precious about it, you know. Just go for it, see what happens. I'm just going to add some chopped fresh herbs to this. Yeah, parsley goes great. I actually like to put a little bit of oregano in it, although it's not in the normal recipe. You better cut this, Rob, because I'm going to add some squeezy herbs, because I haven't got any fresh ones this time of night. Oh, that was a bit much actually, but I'm sure it'll taste great. So having added the fresh herbs, yeah, we can put the lid on and let this simmer for a couple of hours. As it's cooking, obviously you're going to, through evaporation, you're going to lose some of the liquor. Don't add any more wine or sieved tomatoes. If it starts to look like, you know, you've not got much liquid in there, just add a little bit more of the stock, okay? But you just keep an eye on it. Have a look at it every 15 minutes, yeah? Alright, better clean this fucking mess up, Rob. I've got to, is that your one glass or mine? There you go. Yeah, as yours. Okay, alright. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to chop the mushrooms, yeah, the wild mushrooms. The ones we picked yesterday from the supermarket. Look. They look wild though, which is great. Yeah. Alternatively, just use normal fucking mushrooms. It doesn't really matter as long as you put some mushrooms in it, but these look particularly attractive. You have to remember, this is not the most professional cookery program you'll ever see in your life. I promise the final dish will taste fantastic. So, fuck. Where's the cloth? Where's the fucking cloth gone? Hang on. Alternatively, you can use kitchen roll. One time only. Oh, fucking mess. Jesus. A proper cookery program. We have some bastard cleaning up after you, yeah? I have to do it myself. Is that in shot, Rob? Is it? Do I need to move this way or that way? Right, okay, right. So, freshly picked wild mushrooms. Freshly picked. There you go, look at that. Actually, I reckon they look better coming out of the basket. You know, it was more like you picked them, no? You know what I mean? Hang on, let me put them in. They're mixed up with all the fucking straw. Oh, bollocks. I'll make out like I've got them out of the basket. Just a minute. Can you just put the basket there, Rob? Right, you can put those in my hands. so look, no, the rest of the mushrooms. The rest of the mushrooms in your hands. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Well, you said put a basket
that's
there.
Right. Yeah, I do. Yeah. So put a basket there now, mate. Yeah,
Right, okay.
yeah. So here we go. Freshly picked mushrooms. Move the basket out of the way now, mate. That's it. Thank you. There you go. Phone going off. Okay, so freshly picked wild mushrooms, lovely. I did wash these earlier. Just cutting a few of the stalks off. You wouldn't want a stalk on the Ossobuco, would you really? Pretty disgusting, really. Make sure you get rid of the stalks. Nose is going to start dribbling in a minute, so fucking cold, right? Fucking hands are frozen, right? I'm still able to fucking manipulate my fingers. Must be about -5 tonight. I'll tell you what, I'm not happy. Fucking cooking outdoors, Costa del Sol, right? Well, next time we make a series, we'll do it in the middle of summer, not the middle of fucking winter. I'll tell you what, I'm fucking frozen. Gotta stop laughing, Rob. Right, well, as you can see, we have more stalks than mushrooms. That's because they're wild mushrooms. Yeah. You can make soup out of the stalks, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to chuck them away. Hey! Best clean that up in the morning, Rob. Told you. I told you that camera wasn't on. Oh, nearly burnt myself there. But, you know, yeah. So all that shit goes down. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. The Ossobuco is looking fucking great. Problem is, right, this is a slow dish.
What's it made out of, mate?
Well, it's all on the fucking recipe card, but the problem is, right, it's a fucking slow dish, right, but I'm a fast fucking drinker, right? I really need to go for a piss now and fucking, you know, plate this dish up so you can see what a fucking great chef I am. A little butter on that, and we will have perfection. Let's be generous. There you go. The final dish. I'll leave you the pleasure of this fucking shit in the morning, so I'm not fucking doing it because I've done the cooking. And I'll tell you what, it was fucking handsome. Look at my plate. I fucking ate the lot. That was lovely. Sylvia ate all the meat, but left a bit of potato. And Bob had 3 rather large portions of meat and left a bit of potato. But generally it was a out and out fucking thorough success, that meal, and I hate to say it, but you know, I would eat that again. It was that good. Yeah, I've been to a lot of fucking fancy restaurants. They serve up fucking shite, right? And if I'd have gone to an Italian, you know, restaurant, right, and they'd have, I said, you know, Ossobuco, you know, and that had to come out, I'd have been impressed, seriously impressed. As it happens, you know, when I had it first time in Hong Kong, a fucking paparazzi restaurant, right, it's run by a load of fucking Chinese, for a start, you know, not proper Italians. And the Ossobuco was shite. Where was I? Oh yeah, paparazzi, oh yeah, I had the Ossobuco, well it was shite, right? So, Gary Rhodes has done it, it was fantastic, obviously I didn't taste that because it was on the telly. But this one I had in paparazzi was fucking shite. So I thought, oh, I can do better than that. So I look at Gary Rhodes' recipe, you know, UK TV, BBC, food, whatever it is, network.com. And I looked at his recipe, it looked shite to be honest. But you know, obviously they liked it on camera. So I looked at a couple of others and I got the gist of it anyway. What I've done to it is I've basically done what everybody else has done, but I've intensified the flavours a bit. I've added more stuff and reduced it further to intensify the flavours, and I think that, you know, once you've tried my recipe, you really won't want to go to any other fucking Ossobuco website on this planet.